Welcome back to another episode of Javien University, aka Javien U. Today's guest coming through, none other, current Philadelphia Eagles running back, all the way from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Yes,
My boy Kenny Gainwell. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm happy to be here, happy to stop by, and give a couple words, Could be positive words, but just a couple words,
That's what it's all about, man. That's all it's all about. So let's get straight into it, man. From people who just heard what I said, they probably wondering where or what the heck is Yazoo, Mississippi, right? So tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you grew up and growing up in Yazoo City.
Man, Yazoo, it's just a small little town in Yazoo, in Mississippi, bro, and I'm basically from Benton, and, man, it's so much, bro, but it's like just super small, and it's just so hard for people to come out of there, bro. So, man, it's just, the hard times, bro, as you look at how it, like, I don't know if a lot of people, like, watch, like, Good Times back in the day, but, like, if you watch Good Times, instead of being in, like, tall buildings or how it is, bro, it's exactly how it is, but, bro, it's just hard work, grind.
Yeah.
You gotta work for everything you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Basically working for everything you want, man. It's just kind of hard to get up out of there, but don't too many know about that place, but it's a lot of grace come out of there too, man.
Really? Like who? Like you said, it's a lot of grace that come out.
Yeah,
like
bro. My cousin Fletcher Cox, bro.
Okay.
Me, a couple guys like Michael Collins. Bro, I say who else? Couple grace come out of her. Like some of the guys that played in the league, some of the guys that been out the league, probably played the league like 1 or 2 years, but there's been a lot of good guys come out of there.
Because when I was doing my research on it, I seen that it was only like 10,000 people that lived there.
Yeah, bro. It's probably 10,000 people that live in the city area. It's not too many people out there, bro. Probably like 500 people where I'm from.
Like 500?
Probably not even that many. Probably not even that many, man.
So it had to be country. Like, obviously, like, I know it was country because you said, like, in the city area. So I'm guessing, like, you was really out there. Like,
I was in the country. So Yazoo and Yazoo County, well, the county is the biggest county in Mississippi. So in Yazoo City is one of the smallest cities that's in Mississippi. Okay. So I live in Benton, which is one, like, the cities outside of, like, the main city. And, man, it's just basically just one store, $1 General. You go there, not go there, you can go to Yazoo City and go to Walmart. So, but when I was growing up, it wasn't a Walmart. So we had to go to Madison or Vicksburg when we get ready to go to our grandma's house. And, that's when we get, like, big grocery and stuff like that. But it was, man, it's probably like 500 people out there, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Because, like, I kind of grew up in an area like that. Like, I'm from Panama City, but I used to go to church in this small town called Weewa, and it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like, they probably had to drive 45 minutes to go to Walmart.
Yeah.
They wanted to go to the mall, like, just like that. One stop light. So, you said you said your cousin was Fletcher Cox, right? Yeah. So, like, did y'all have, like, a relationship before? Because y'all teammates now, or y'all, he's retired.
He's just retired.
He's just retired, but, like, did y'all have, like, a relationship?
No, I didn't know Fletcher like that, growing up. Fletcher was older than me. I'd probably say, like, probably 10 years older than me. He was already in high school when I was a young jet and didn't know about him. But growing up, just hearing his name around the city, because when we won the Super Bowl, in 2017, so that's when, he came back to the city and gave back, they had a parade for him. But everything was, I didn't really know him like that, but they always talked about him because he was good in high school.
Yeah.
The Mississippi State.
He did?
Yeah, he went to Mississippi State, so, he was always.
Yeah. No, I think that's huge, especially, like, for you guys, because I remember you was telling me you kind of go back to, you had a camp there in Yazoo. I just think that's huge for the younger generation to be able to see that it's tangible, that they can, especially growing up in a city like that where sometimes they don't really leave their city. All they know is,
They city.
They city. They
got-
hood. They so.
Yeah.
You played quarterback mostly throughout your high school career.
Yeah.
You won Mr. 3A, Mr. Football in the Class 3A in football in Mississippi. Did you plan on going to play college at quarterback, or like was running back like always your thing?
Well, I can't lie. I don't think running back was always my thing, and but I've been playing quarterback basically all my life. But when I was ready to go to college, that's when I was like, all right, let me change something up. Let me see what else I can do.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to always go to camps, and when I used to go to camp, I never played quarterback. I was a receiver, or I played running back. So I was basically just like showing them everywhere I go, all right, so if when I was in high school, like, if I was 5'6" guy, can't get a scholarship playing, doing this, then I'm going to try what I can to try to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
And, I grew a little bit, but, it was just, trying to see what I can do to get a scholarship to go to college, and I was like, oh, boom, if I can't play quarterback in college, then, I'll go play a better position.
So you telling me, because you was like that, like,
oh yeah,
you weren't just no guy that played quarterback.
No,
you was really like that.
Yeah.
So you telling me you was getting scholarships from quarterback at 5'6", bro?
I probably 5'9". I'm probably seeing how that went now, but I was getting scholarships, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like I was trying to get those scholarships.
Yeah.
I was trying to get those scholarships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Showing them that I was quarterback still at the same time that I can play other positions too.
Yeah. Which is unique because a lot of times, especially being a black quarterback, like you say, they kind of want to put you in that box of like, you play quarterback, but we might think about moving.
I think you can play that.
Like, right. Yeah. Especially like, Lamar Jackson, like a lot of quarterbacks go through that. But you wanted to show like, look, the more I can do,
the more I can do.
The more, so.
I'm saying the more I can play.
Right.
The more you can do, the more you can play. But I was just showing them, boom, what I can do. But let's not forget, what I did in high school.
What you did in high school? Talk to us. Let us know something, man.
I'll just talk about my senior year, bro. Went for 72 touchdowns on like, what? Could I real?
No, I believe you, but I'm just like, bro, that ain't, bro, 70. I just went 72 touchdowns. Like, like, this ain't like, bro, like, wait a minute. That is, this ain't your career you talking about.
Yeah.
This your senior year, bro.
Yeah, my senior year. Yeah, it's not out there like that, but a lot of players and a lot of people don't talk about what they did in high school. Yeah, but yeah,
that's crazy, bro. Especially like
passing. I was a running quarterback. That's why I showed them how athletic I am.
Yeah,
but I was throwing the ball too. I had probably like 2,700 passing yards. Damn. With receivers that's not that good. And, I give a shout out to my brother Dontrell. He was one of those guys that I targeted a lot. But my younger brother, because he played when he was in 10th grade, I was in 12th. But so he played on defense. He was smacking. But other than that, bro, it's like 72.
Crazy.
Rushing yards was crazy too, though.
Yeah, what you had?
I think my rushing yards put like 2,500. It was probably a stat like
in the season.
In the season. Yeah.
That boy going crazy, bro. 2K, almost 3 for real. Almost three.
We went to the championship that year, bro, and high school you probably got like 10 games, 11 games.
Right.
So doing that and that high school is crazy.
Yeah, not for sure. Like, it makes sense. Like, Mr. Football for a reason. Like, but so you played quarterback a lot. Like, how did that help you when you made that transition to running back? Because the quarterback is so complex. Like, do you think that like really was able to like thrust you when you got to college? Because you ended up going to college at Memphis. Did that really help you out a lot?
Yes, it did. And just being a quarterback, bro, because you got to study in the game a lot. And you got to know plays. You got to remember a lot of stuff. You got to remember what this guy do. Remember how the center go set, what the right tackle go do for you on your blind side.
Yeah.
So basically, it just helped me out more and more because when I got to college, transitioned to running back. Now I'm looking at it as a different, but I know it's a person beside me that know everything, but he know how to read the defense, and you got another quarterback that know how to read the defense even better too. Yeah. So it just made me, it just really just completed everything that I was doing. Yeah. And got the ball a little bit more, and it just really helped me out.
Yeah. No, I believe it. So when you was at Memphis, was Mike Norvell was your head coach, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a Florida State guy. We got Mike Norvell. We got him as our coach right now. For him to be able to turn our program around the way he did, what about him with your experience? Like, what make him so special? Like,
the same thing he did for what he doing right now for Florida State, the same thing he did for Memphis. Came to Memphis, the record was terrible. They didn't have no great players. Well, they had some great players, but they didn't have great players everywhere. Yeah. Came to Memphis, got a bunch of guys, I can name them. Tony, Darryl, DeMonte, got Brady, all those, the great quarterbacks that came through there, the running backs that came, the receivers, not just outside of the defense, all those guys, bro. He came in, turned the program around, and he really I think, bro, he just know how to put playmakers in position. How to put playmakers in position to, win a game. Yeah. He did that when he went to Florida State. I told everybody, bro. Everyone I told that Mike Norvell go turn Florida State around. Yeah. He did it. Yeah. I said, give him 2 years. Let him get his recruiting class in there.
And that's exactly.
Let him get his guys in there that he know that he talked to and he studied them coming from that, study those guys and getting them guys in there, working them out with Coach Storm. I gotta say the best strength coach in the game right now. Yeah. But just getting them guys in there, just working them guys out and knowing how to put playmakers in position in a great organization.
Yeah. Now that's good to hear because, we're gonna have a lot of Florida State people tuning in. So I think that, they'll really give them some insight.
Oh yeah. Might know what you're doing, man. Hey, they almost made it last year, man. I'm telling you, hey, Mike know what he's doing.
Yeah, you know what he's doing.
We really bring those dollars in.
We were really supposed to go to the Natty, bro. Yeah. Real talk.
Not for real.
We were supposed to go to the Natty.
Yeah, they played them, bro. Come on, man.
I ain't never seen when your quarterback get hurt, it just throw everything.
How you throw the whole team away?
Throw the whole team away, bro.
They still winning.
They
were still winning with the third string, bro.
Come on, man. But it showed, the bulk. But, people with that, they're going to be like, see, this why we ain't put them in because of the Georgia game. Mm-hmm. But we, 20 people opted out, people going to the league. Like, it ain't even the same team. So, back to you, going, from, in your transition from college to pro, you ended up opting out the 2020 year.
Yeah.
What was that like, making your transition from college to pro and then getting drafted to Philly? How was that?
It was good, bro. I had some battles, but I don't want to skip over. I don't want to skip over what I did in college either.
Talk to me.
I don't want to skip over that,
Yeah.
And how I did it and what position I was in to do it, So I came in 2018 class, and I was playing the first 4 games, so I decided to redshirt, right? So I sat out the whole season, just practicing. Came in 2019 season, and I guess I was second string, but it's a position that Mike that he called the special guys, but we the fullback, so we play basically receiver and running back at the same time. We can split backfield, or we can be our receiver.
Yeah.
And the fullback guys know how to catch, do anything, kick return, this the special, the special group, that fullback, the guys that can do
Tony Pollard, that's who.
Tony Pollard was in front of me.
Yeah.
I was behind Tony. When Tony got drafted, it was my turn to shine, you know. And then we was going to the season, got done fall count, going to the season, play Ole Miss first game, right? I'm doing my fullback thing, you know, catching the ball, running, boom. End of the game come, Patrick Taylor get hurt. Patrick Taylor broke his foot. Okay. Now, they had to make a decision. Who we gonna have at our running back? So they decided to put me as the starting running back that year. So that year, I did what I had to do, you know, went for 2,000 all-purpose yards, 105, 1,500 rushing yards, you know, 600, almost 700 receiving yard.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't, no too many backs do that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And as a freshman, a redshirt freshman, a guy that haven't been on the field like that. Not too many guys just come in and just be like, boom.
Right.
You know?
Out the gate.
So, I just had to speak on that, you know.
No, that's real, though. That's because
I almost got the Walt Doger Award, but, you know, I think IG had won it that year.
Oh, he won that year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's something good to talk about because it's showing who you are, bro, and it's showing, like, you're consistent, right?
Yeah.
It's showing, like, you did it in high school, you did it in college. One of the things, okay, so it kind of leads up to what I was going to say because you opted out of the 2020 season, and you ended up getting drafted in the 5th round, right? So that do you think that kind of played a part in you?
I don't think me opting out played a part in of why my stock dropped that low. I think it was so like, you know, names and like, you know, just saying bad things about people, you know. Not trying to say that I was saying bad things about people, but just saying bad people was saying bad things about me.
Yeah, that's what
just trying to, you know, put like, you know, like I wasn't, you know, who I am or my character because nobody never talked to me. But when I talked to coaches and stuff, they seen who I was and seen my character. Yeah. But other people talked about me and like, you know, how my character is, but they don't know.
So why would they do that though? I mean, I know people talk about people, but I'm saying like you having the character that you have, why would someone go out their way to, you know, or, you know, why would they do that? Like,
I'm pretty sure some people didn't want me to opt out.
Yeah, okay. So, the character came from they like, he probably don't really love football. Yeah. Or, you know, like.
It was like, he opted out, you know, you didn't want to play for me. You know, you being a bad guy for opting out.
They were salty.
Okay, yeah, it was salty. But
yeah.
So, we're like, okay, you ain't did enough. You ain't shown enough. I haven't done enough. I show you I can return the ball. I show you I can catch the ball. I show you I can run the ball.
Right.
You know, and basically, you know, it was just basically salty, bro.
Right. But that's really how it is, though, because...
And everyone thought that I was going to come in as a small guy and a guy that haven't been working. When I opted out, bro, when I opted out in September, right before the first game, then next week, I was down here in Orlando.
That's when we met. We met from you training when you opted out that year. Yeah.
Now, we was grinding. I'm talking about working every day.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that. Like,
grinding.
That was crazy. That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
Because I thought originally you may have went higher in this drive, but I wasn't sure, like, if that
my stock was higher than that, though. And, you know, that's the reason why I fell out. Second round, third round.
Yeah.
That's why I fell.
Yeah. So you get drafted to Philly, right? Everything happens for a reason. Like, you ended up going to a great organization anyway. So, winning culture. What was going through your mind, and like how was your experience when you first got into the league, going into your rookie year?
Man, I just knew that, you know, I was playing for my favorite team, and then just going into that, bro, man, they even play for your favorite team. You know, I was just excited about that part, and then just having the opportunity to be in the league, it was just, you know, it was just great, bro. Yeah. Every part of my rookie year was just fun. You know, getting a chance to meet some great guys, Miles, Boston, that running back room, bro. We tight, bro. You know, and you know I love those guys, and you know, just having so much fun in my rookie year, bro. It was good.
Yeah,
just having that experience.
So like, what was the culture like when you first got there? Because y'all ended up going to the Super Bowl your second year, right? So like, how was that being a part of building that culture going into the Super Bowl year, and what made it something special?
Them having that culture already built around there, and that organization is like, you know, the culture is great around there, you know, and they got a whole lot of good guys like Jason and, you know, Fletcher and Brandon, and just that year with like Brandon, and those were just guys that had played on the Super Bowl team, you know, a couple of years before. So, you know, once you go through an experience, you know, it's always gonna be a fallback, you know. So them guys just building that trust back up throughout the whole building, and, you know, building that trust up through those guys, and, you know, just getting back to the playoffs, and then the next year, and just, you know, keep fighting hard. That's all you hear, you know, just family, fighting hard, you know, respect, you know, and that's just how, you know, it's just how I built around it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said like your rookie year was like, it was everything, you know, was great and it was fun.
Good.
What was some of your favorite memories from your first year, or even just in general? You're going into like your fourth year, right?
Yeah, I'm going.
So like, you know, you can speak on some of your favorite moments your rookie year, but also in general in the NFL.
Some of my favorite moments my rookie year. I probably gotta say I probably gotta say really the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was my first touchdown. But before my first touchdown, I had scored, but somebody they called a holding. Mm-hmm. But when I scored, I jumped into the stands.
Yeah.
I jumped in the stands, and we was at the Falcons, and it like the stands real high.
Uh-huh.
And I jumped in the stand. It was like, get down, get down, we ain't score. It was like, get down, we ain't score. I was up there like this, bro. I see the picture, bro. I was up there like this, and I was like, how we score, bro? We didn't score. Get down. I was like, oh man, that probably gotta be the funniest moment I'd have had in my league, bro.
So do you still post a picture when you in the crowd like that and knowing you didn't score?
Knowing I ain't scored. I posted it though. I still posted it because
that's how I be.
On the other hand, I scored on that end. Yeah. It was like, oh yeah, I still gotta post this. You know, I don't understand. That's something everybody want to do. When you're a kid, bro, like you see everybody, you know, the leap and stuff, bro. Everybody want to do that, bro. So I said, shit. We take this opportunity to understand. Man, we have to watch lead the other way. Oh, they having fun, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so I got just curious. Do you have like a pregame routine that you follow, or do you have like, you know, some people they like I have to do this before the game, or you know, do you have any of those things like that?
I don't really have a routine that I do. The only thing that I don't do before a game is eat. Yeah, but
like nothing. You don't eat nothing.
Like only nothing.
Like even if it's a night.
Like I might eat or drink something, but I don't want to eat nothing big or heavy.
Yeah.
I might just eat like a little snack or something, you know. But I'm not trying to eat at all like heavy or anything.
Why not?
I mean, I just over the time, bro, I just felt like me eating heavy, bro. I just feel heavy. You know, I want to be as light as I can, be able to move, be twitchy, and do all I can, you know, going into to the game. One thing I do though, bro, for every game that probably nobody know, bro, I eat a lot of chocolate. Because when I was in high school, bro, I used to fall out a lot, you know, and like, cause I think my sugar was low, but we never could find out what was going on.
It's probably cause you ain't eating before the games.
But we ate food. Well, in high school though, I said I just started doing it. In high school, we used to have to eat as a team. You know what I'm saying? But I used to fall out before the game, like, you know what I'm saying?
I used to fall out.
Bro, I used to be bro. I'm going hard, bro.
Please start eating before the game, bro.
Bro, I used to go.
Last thing I want to happen for you, bro.
No, I eat chocolate.
Y'all in the playoffs, and you go up and you just break out a long run. You going back to the huddle, and you.
No.
And the only people that's gonna really know what happened is everybody that's watching this video. They gonna be like, oh, he probably no. He done run faster before an NFL game.
I do though. What? That's why I did that.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, I know.
I get the chocolate in me though.
You get the chocolate.
Yeah,
what kind of chocolate? What kind of juice? Like
Hershey chocolate.
Just plain.
Man, I don't what. I'm telling you.
This man ain't eating like no Reese's, no nothing.
Nothing.
Just straight. Just get
straight chocolate.
Hey,
give me dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate got some benefits.
Hey, no.
Got some benefits. You know, give you a little energy.
Give you a little energy.
You know, a little focus.
Hey, I'm trying to fit.
Hey.
A little honey on that motherfucker, you mean good.
That boy pre-game workout.
Oh, man.
That boy pre-workout is dark chocolate with some little honey. You put honey on an actual piece of chocolate.
You can put it on the chocolate if you want to. Stack that motherfucker.
No, that boy making a sandwich.
He making a sandwich. Oh, boy. Hey, either way, but long as
you might want to, whoever's watching this, link up with my boy KG, man. Y'all need to put a little brand deal together with Hershey's, whoever. The dark chocolate, honey, and another piece of dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Pre-workout. You've heard it here first. You heard it here first.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's funny. So, all right. So, like, let's talk about the running back position right now. What are your thoughts on the running back market over the past couple of years? Like, you see last year, they weren't showing running backs no love. And then this year, they kind of just like, you know, they kind of flipped the script a little bit. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I think, you know, the guys that was here before, you know, did what they did and, you know, could have helped us out even more, you know. But I just feel like they don't respect the guys, like, that's been, you know, just hard-nosed guys that's going in the game, getting 35 touches, you know, a game, and, you know, this. We'll key component to the game too, because we got to block, we had to run, we had to catch, we had to do everything that a receiver, old lineman, and then sometimes what a quarterback had to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I feel like it's a sign of a disrespect, but it's just a sign of, you know, all right. Like I heard it from somebody before, bro. Like, all right, they ain't showing you no respect. Go get it.
Take it.
Go get it. Go take it, bro. Yeah. So that's all the guys did last year, bro. They showed up so they can get paid. So like the next generation can get paid. So the next guys behind them get paid. Yeah. And the next guy behind them gotta show, you know, if they getting paid, okay, you show what you gotta do. Show what you need to do so you can go out there and get paid too.
Right. Especially like it's almost like even though everybody's on different teams, it's like, hey, we all got the same goal in mind, you know.
And at the same time, bro, we need to have that same goal, because a lot of the running backs don't have the same goal, or like, you know, want to go out there and like, you know, okay, I want to get paid, but at the same time, I want the ball every play, and you know, you ain't getting the ball every play.
Yeah,
okay, I want to do this and do that, you know. And you gotta go and show it.
Got to, especially today. So y'all just signed Saquon, right? Like, and you talk about the running back culture. Like, what was your reaction like when you found out that he was?
I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's see what we got. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, can we get back to what we had year 2? You know? Yeah. Can we get back to what we was doing?
Right.
Or are we gonna, you know, like fall off, you know, because we got too many weapons? No. It could be a thing, but at the same time it could be something great. Because now, okay, we got a number one. Now we got number 2. Now we got the receivers. Yeah. We got the quarterback. We got the O-line. Yeah. Defense stacked up. Okay, like, let's go put it on the field. Let's continue to work.
Right. Well, and that kind of leads over to really one of the things that I was going to ask you, because you said about going back to your year 2, which was the Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
So like last year, y'all started out like 10-1, something around there, and then y'all ended up, whatever happened, lost like 5 of y'all last 6.
Yeah.
What do you think what do you think it was that caused that sudden change?
I think it was a connection piece, I say teams like the Chiefs, bro, are like well connected, upstairs and downstairs, front office and the locker room. Like everybody's connected. When you got that connection piece, bro, everything just clicked. When, you got guys that's not talking to each other, then, you never know what's going on, So, like, if we all sit down and talk to each other and find out what's going on, or we find out what we need to do on the field to, get this thing going, then, we'll be good. Because if we play real hard at the beginning of the season, we need to continue to play hard at the end of the season, because at the end of the season what really matter.
That's what really matters.
That would really matter, because when we get to the playoffs, if we're not playing good, and we still got our head down because we just lost 5 games, what you think we're going to do in the playoffs?
Don't fold.
I mean, it's scientific, bro. Like, if you moody every day, what you gonna be moody tomorrow? Like, you got to work on it. You got to continue to work on to get better. You got to continue to get better each and every day, bro. Like, you training the muscle.
Yeah. So you think, like, because when you go into the playoffs, you want to hit your stride. Mm-hmm. But one of the most important things going into the playoffs is confidence.
Yeah.
Belief.
Yeah.
Like, because anything can happen. Yeah. But if you're going in there and you kind of like, you ain't really feeling it, like, it's going to show. Yeah. It's going to show.
They just do this,
So that's kind of one of the things that it was like. You just feel like the connection as a family, as a group, wasn't there. Yeah. But also, like, you think that kind of just weighed on y'all going into the playoffs?
I think so, bro. Yeah. And I just think that we weren't the only ones saying that. I feel like fans were saying that too. Yeah. People out and outside were like saying, "Oh yeah, I see they ain't connected." Mm-hmm. It can't just be us. Like, like, okay, I see they not connected. Yeah. Like, I can just tell.
Right. So, like,
it's video showing guys on the sideline not, talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, just not good looks. Yeah. You argue with people, coaches on the sideline. Like, it's just showing not good looks, and like it all trickles down, bro.
Yeah. No, I definitely do. So, like, when what is it like? What is it like in the locker room? Are people trying to build people? Are people trying to bring people together during that time? Like, what?
During that time, yeah.
Because like, that's kind of a tough thing to do, bro. Losing sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Especially in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when you especially like when you losing week in and week out, like, sometimes you have teams who, I don't want to say they expect to lose, but they done got used to losing.
Yeah.
With the, like, what are some of the things that y'all tried to do to at least get the ball rolling? Like, all right, this is what we need to do. Like,
bro, we just, trying to talk to each other, because you don't want to lose, what I'm saying, your partner you sitting beside every day, We just trying to go in there and talk to each other, trying to get this thing rolling as a team, because all right, we losing back to back. Now we got a spot in the playoff. All right, now we got a spot in the playoff. Let's, we're just trying to keep each other connected and like show every day, like, bro, let's keep working. Yeah. Like, forget all the bullshit, and forget the stats, bro. Forget the stats. We're at the end of the season. Yeah. Forget the stats, bro. The stats gonna show when we balling.
We need the biggest stats.
Yeah, the stats gonna show when we balling and winning on Sunday. The stats gonna show. Yeah. And when you have a ring on your hand, that's what's gonna show. That's even biggest flex. Like, bro, that's the biggest flex over stats. Yeah. Like, you ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah. I think, and just generally speaking, I think anytime pride gets in the way
of it,
it's gonna lead to downfall, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna lead to downfall. So, like, I don't gotta dive deep into who, who's what, all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, as a player and as a team, like we said, the biggest stat is winning. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes we got to put our ego to the side, and we got to be able to take that sacrifice, bro.
But you just got to have that winning mentality.
That's it, bro. That's it.
When you a dog, how I know I am. When you a dog, bro, you got that winning mentality, and you know that you ain't gonna let no MNF mess over you or play with you. Like, bro, you know you got somebody that gonna want to go out there and win. Like, you'll never gotta like be like, oh yeah, I know he ain't ready. What?
Right.
Man, boy, let me show you all these dogs inside the hill, boy.
I'm telling you.
Man, got me messed up thinking I don't want to win, and then we losing. Man, boy, I want to go out there and like, I want to go tackle a platform. Man, what?
To do whatever.
Man, what to do whatever.
So
because I love the game.
That's it. That's what it come down to, bro. But like, you know, it is a business.
Yeah,
and sometimes, you know, everybody's motives are different. Yeah. That's why, bro, football is one of the toughest things because you bring in people from everywhere, all different walks of life.
Yeah, into one place.
Into one building, trying to get people to buy into one accord, bro, one mission. And you don't never know who got
what they say
motives.
on the board. You trying to get 1,000 people from different cultures and different places to follow one word, connect, when I don't even know you.
Yeah. We ain't cut from the same cloth. You know
we don't even talk the same, bro. I'm country in here. We don't even talk the same.
Right.
Me, when I really talk, I don't want to talk. Well, you ain't understand what I'm saying. Like, we ain't from the same place, bro.
Right.
But at the same time, when we connect, though, when I get to know you, and we brother and brother beside each other on the field, that's what's gonna beat anybody.
Anything. Cause it sometimes like technique, all the foundational things matter.
Yeah.
But sometimes like that bond, sometimes like that may take you to the next level.
Yeah.
Like as a team.
So,
you know, like execution, all that stuff matters.
Yeah.
But the passion that's behind it, that's
what's gonna get you there.
Man.
Yeah.
For real. So like we talked about some of like your high moments. What are some of the most difficult things you've had to face as a player in any aspect in football?
I'll probably say my most difficult as a player, bro, when you know you got something going, oh man, you got that spot in your hand, and then they just get taken away from you because of something happened to you. You know, I'm not gonna say what, you know what I'm saying, but like you was there, you beat whoever you needed to beat, where you get it taken away from you, you know, because of something happened to you. You know, it was just the low moment of my, you know, my little career, you know, and you know what I had going on, but you know, me, I don't like talking about the love.
You don't like talking about what?
I don't like talking about the lows, man.
The lows.
Yeah.
But see, that's the
thing. Lows,
like,
but they keep you humble.
They keep you humble, but honestly, like the intention behind me talking about the lows ain't to really like highlight the lows. It's really like how you overcame that.
Yeah.
How you bounced back from that.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I appreciate you for saying what you said. You know, I ain't here to dig, you know, answers out of nobody, nothing like that, but I know how you feel.
Yeah.
I know how you feel because I'll tell this quick story. Like I when I signed with Carolina, I was undrafted free agent, bro. Like signed late, signed like the last weekend of OTAs. Came in during camp, like last man on the depth chart. And you know me, I'm trying to start. I don't care. Like last man, none of that matter, bro. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
So I end up winning the competition for the nickel, for the starting nickel.
Yeah.
End up being their starter. And 2 games into the season, like I pretty much get benched. Like I don't think I got like just straight benched, but like we were 0-2. We went 0-2, so it's like, and then this was the year that Rivera got fired. So he, you know, the team, it's like they trying to find their guys. So it may not have been that, oh, I'm out there getting torched. Like it wasn't nothing like that. Like was I perfect? No. Did I give up huge plays? No. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it was just like exactly what you said. I had to start in spot, and for whatever reason, whether it's politics, whether I didn't make enough money, whether it's, you know, whatever the reason is, it ended up getting swapped out, and somebody else ended up starting. And like that played a huge toll on me mentally, bro. Like it messed me up.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can understand if I'm that dude out there, like get him off the field. Like I can understand that, but that wasn't the case, bro. Yeah. I never really was able to wrap my head around it. But the thing is, like, I guess where I'm trying to guide this is, regardless of what men try to do, bro, like God got a plan for us, bro. And like even though they was trying to, whatever game they was playing, whatever plan they had, it really wasn't working because God ended up putting me back in a position to start. So it was like, yeah, somebody else will start one week, but guess what? The next week I'm back in there, and then I'll go and start, and then they're like, let's try to swap them out again. But then it's like, boom, something else will happen, and I'm back starting. So I ended up starting really like 15 of the games, but it wasn't the team's plan or intent to rest. Like after that second game, they probably was trying to go in a different direction, but so that's my little story, bro. So whoever's watching that, like if you're going through what we talking about right now, you may be the starter or you may feel like you should be something else, right? Like sometimes, for whatever reason, it's just a timing thing. It's just a lesson to teach you, like, and the whole point of this platform is to motivate the younger generation, bro. So,
I gotta tell y'all, man, keep working.
That's it.
The whole idea.
Stick with it.
Keep working.
Like,
and it's gonna show.
It is.
It's show.
As long as you're ready when that opportunity comes. That's the main thing. Because if you stuck in your feelings, and you feel like you should be having a certain thing, like that can, like you said, that can kind of stop you from putting in the work.
Yeah.
And then now you stuck to your feelings, and then the opportunity comes, and you don't take advantage of it. Then it's like, dang. Yeah, dang. So, all right. So we talking about your NFL career right now. Like, what's something you've been working on, whether it's on the field or off the field, to just like help become the best version of yourself?
I've been working on, bro, getting my business off the ground. Becoming more of a businessman, and working off the field when it's off season right now, so I'm still working. And the job not done yet, the job not finished, but I'm working on a couple of things right now. I had a company that's about to come to Orlando. It's called Rain and Berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a acai healthy, food, coffee, gelato.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I like that.
Nice little place that's about to come to Orlando, and we still searching for our locations and stuff right now, but it's gonna be nice, bro.
Yeah,
it's a nice, cool place where you just got done working out. You want to come chill. You got some work to do. You need to do on your laptop. But, just sit down, chill. It's more of like a ladies' place too, because they have the owner have like this big wall of flowers that he got on there. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but it's called like shake your some or like shake your butt or something like. But it's like,
hey, when y'all open up?
But hey, it's going to check out all
that boy said, yeah, we gonna have some acai, some coffee.
But it's a
we gonna have water, some shake your butt. It sound like a little vibe, bro.
It's a vibe place, bro. It's a vibe place, and I went to the one that they got in Sarasota right now. Just going there, sitting down, talking to the owner there, and like just looking around the place, bro. It's just so chill. Like you just want to come in and sit down. I didn't get done working out, or if you want to go get breakfast in the morning, or you just want to be healthy and go get an acai bowl.
So it's a franchise.
Yeah, franchise.
So like, what led you to getting into that? Because a lot of people, especially like a lot of people, may not know about franchising or a lot of or how to go into that. So like, what made you get into that?
I wanted to kill the curse of of what's going on in some black communities right now. Not being educated on like what you can do with your money when you save, or what you can do, off the field. If you saving up money or doing something, you can go into do things or have a business that don't nobody even know it. own it, or you there, you know, but it's yours. And
Yeah.
just want to kill the curse of like everything, like, you know, financial freedom, bro. You know, just want to be, you know, chill where my kids grow up, or where what I can do for my mom and dad back at home, or, you know, just want to kill that curse in the family.
So like, and this will be like the last thing that I ask you. It's a kid out there who is growing up in a city like Yazoo City, growing up in a small town, probably have limiting beliefs, don't know how to make it out, don't know anything about that. What is your message to a younger athlete to help him get to where he want to go, to take his life to the highest level that he could possibly go?
I say, whatever you have on your mind you want to be, or whatever you want to do, man, just speak it to existence. Continue to say it, continue to write it down, continue to visualize it. Continue to, like, just think whatever you believe in, continue to think that, because, like, one day when you get older, or if you chase your dream as a youngin' right now and you on your way to that, it's gonna happen. You just gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep reaching. You gotta want to level up, because, you know, if you stuck at where you at now, you know, it might not happen. But you gotta continue to fight. Me, I fought when I was young, and I was fighting for what I wanted to do. I'm going to camps, you know, barely making in camps, getting people to do stuff for me to go to camps, like, you know. And bro, just whatever your dream is, continue to chase it. I didn't know that I was gonna be able to go in camps or be able to do anything, like continue to play football and do what my dream is. You know, I just kept thinking it. Like, it's just like, I'm gonna be in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna do that for my family. You know, like, bro, like I'm still thinking, like, as I think about it today, bro, like right here today, like, bro, how are you in the NFL? Like, it's something I always dreamed about as a kid. Every day I talked about it, like, and played football with my younger brother every day. Like, we doing this every day.
Yeah.
Then miss a day, bro. I'm talking about at church, throwing the football.
Yeah.
We going to greenhouse. We playing football. Like, we doing this, we doing that, we playing football. Like, we basically just visualized and then made it come true, bro. Yeah. And whatever you got, whatever you want to do, you want to be a contractor, you want to be a construction driver, like, you want to drive trucks, you want to do this, you want to do that, whatever you want to design shoes, you want to make helmets, you want to, like, make clothing brand, but, like, anything you want to do, just continue to chase it. This is going to happen.
Yeah. No, I love that, bro. I love that, man. I think this is a great episode, man. I think, you know, I'm looking forward to what you got going next year. Looking forward to raining berries.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm looking forward to that. Appreciate you for coming through, man. As always, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you like this, man, share it with somebody. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah, baby.